So we're going to talk a little bit about iMovie here. The first thing you're going to need to do is move that Week 5 resources folder off of Dropbox, and you're just going to copy it and paste it. I've got it right here. Sorry, that's my little 70-pound Doberman playing with her toy. If you hear the squeaky noises. So here's the student folder, and there is resources 5. So got them already on the desktop. So now I'm going to go to my iMovie application, which is right there. Double click. Not a program I use very often. I mean, it's not a bad program. Okay, so now it opens iMovie for me. So it's updating a project. Now I'd already imported this, so I'm going to, here, let me close this. New movie. No theme. So I'm going to go new movie, no theme, and call it MHS. Yes. Okay. Oh, it already exists. So, of course, I'd already done this. Here's an example of what I did a little bit if you want to see this. All right, there we go. So I hit play. All right, that's enough of that. All right, so that gives you kind of a feel of what you can do with it. So what we're going to do, so to help you along here, there's just a couple of you that have iMovie, so I'm going to be kind of quick with this because there's great tutorials online if this doesn't help you very well, or you can always call me. All right, so I'm going to create a new theme and call this movie. I'm going to call it, I already have MHS, so MHS2. And it's going to create a new thing for me here. Now, what I need to do is I need to show you how to import your footage. So all you do is go over here to File, Import Media, and I'm going to go, okay, now where do I find this media? Well, I have it on desktop. It's in student folder 4311, and here are my week 5 resources. All right, I have the music, which I'm going to go ahead and import. Then I'm going to come back to import, and then I'm going to bring in all of the raw footage, which is right here, all these MPEG-4s. And there we go, import all. I knew there was an import all, so there it goes. And it brings in all the clips for me. So now all my clips sit right here. And my music's right there. So all you're going to do is you're going to bring your music over. Let's just make the movie music 2 minutes long, say. So I'm going to, just see what I did. Let me clear that off. I grab a hold of it, and then I start. Then as I hold down, I move the mouse over so it sets an in and out point. So I want to start at the beginning, and then it tells me a time value. So 2 minutes is about right there. So then I come to the X, and where are you? Come here. Like I said, I'm not a big Mac guy, so sometimes Macs mess with my mind. So to click the X, it dropped it right into my movie part. All right, so now I want to start editing clips. So you need to make sure that your time variable is back at 0. Come on. If I can get a hold of it. There it goes. So I move it all the way back to 0. I go to the first clip I want to look at. So here it is. So I'm going to say, okay, now see how it gave me my little ends here. So I can determine my in and out. So I want this to be my start point right there. So I'm going to bring it over to about right there and see how it's in the preview window there as I adjust it. And then I want it to be out before it goes to that girl. So I want to go here, here, click, drops it right in. Go to the next clip. Find my, get it so I can set some in and out points. So I want this one to start when the action starts, about right there. Then drag it and continue to about right there. And then hit my X, or plus sign, I'm sorry, not X. And I drop it in. And then say that I want to do something different. So I want to come to this clip. And so I'm going to get it where it'll give me those in and out points. So I'm going to use this as my out point. Come back here, grab the handle, adjust my in point right there. And then hit my plus sign, drops it in place. Now I'm going to come back to this frame, and I want to use the mascot. So I'm going to set my in point for the mascot starting there. See, all I did was move on to the clip, hold down the button, the mouse button, then begin to drag over. So right here, pull to about right there, and then plus. See, so all I'm doing is going through these clips, setting in and out points so that I can determine what the next look is. So start. Now I don't want to see all that. I want to go back to the helmet. So right there, then plus, drop the helmet in. So right now, if I go to the beginning, I hit play. All right, see what I've done? So now I don't want the natural sounds from the clip to be so loud. Well, to adjust that, all I need to do is come over to the clip. It's on the timeline, this guy right here. This, by the way, this is the timeline. And I'm going to, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to get a hold of right there. See how that little rubber band right there? I'm going to move on it till I see those double arrows, and I'm going to reduce the sound to about 35% on each of those clips. Well, it's going to force me to do about 25. There we go. And I will do that on each of these clips so that when I play it this time, back home, there you go, hit play. Now, the music is stronger than the natural sounds. So, fairly simple, fairly clean. All right. So, now continue to build the rest of it. Now, say I want a title on it. I'm going to go to the title. Now, see, I have to think about this because I don't use this program that much. In fact, I hardly use it at all. I'm an Adobe guy. All right, let's see here. I know there is a command for title. It's trailer, movie. I know it's here. Oh, there it is. Title over here. So I'm just gonna, they already have some pre-made ones. So I kind of like that. We're just gonna start with a little title like that. So I'm going to drag that in and drop it at the very front. So now I back it up so I can see it. And I come here, I double click on it so it opens up a little title box for me. And I'm going to type in Monterey Sideline Spirit. Isn't that terrible? I have to stop and think about how to spell spirit. But now I like it, but I want to actually increase the size of it some. So right here are my font sizes. So it was at 100, so I'm going to take it to 125. That's still not enough for me. I'm going to take it to 200, so I manually type in 200. Nope, does not like 200. Let's do 175. Nope. Okay, 150. There you go. So now it'll do what I want it to do. So there it is there. So, and I'm going to say, okay, cool. But instead of doing that, I want it to actually be on top of the first video. So I'm going to grab it again, and I'm going to actually place it on top of the first video. And I'm going to let it be there for a little longer. And now I hit play, and it goes. That's what I want. Okay, so that's pretty simple. So now let me show you how to do a transition. Now the transition button is right over here by the title button, and here's some different transitions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just keep it simple, and I'm going to get in between the clips. I'm going to do cross blur and drop it in there. So now what it does is does a little blur in between there. So then if I want to do just a cross dissolve, so I drop that in there, and it's just a simple, clean, cinematic dissolve. And then say I want to do, I don't know what, they got different things you can do. I'm going to do a page curl. So in between these two, I put in the page curl, and it now does this. All right, so I'm all happy with it. I got everything I want done. So I'm going to make it about 2 minutes long. Then I want to export it so I can put it over to YouTube to show to the class. So what I do, and I have to remember how to do this too. Give me just a second. My export window. Give me another second. Oh, here we go, share. So I click on share, and I'm going to go, okay, I want it for YouTube, but don't click on YouTube because it's going to force you to go to a channel. I'm going to click file right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at what I got, okay? So it's going to do an iMovie. I'm going to call it, I'm going to move the name, change the name. I don't want to call it iMovie. I'm going to call it MHS Sideline Spirit Dash Ray Rush. Boom. All right, I want audio and video. I want my resolution to be this guy right here. Well, you can leave it there at 1020, but do high definition because it's going to convert it to YouTube to what it wants anyway. And then I'm going to click next. And it's going to ask me to save again. So, all right. Let me just, and then I'm just going to put Ray Rush. Because I'd like your name on it so that I know who did it. And there it goes. And then it drops it over here and it creates it for me. So it'll slowly show you, that it's writing in MPEG-4. And I put it strictly on the desktop. So when it's all said and done, I believe I already have a copy right there. And, then it's just going to do its different look. But it's just going to make the movie for me. And then go to the YouTube channel, upload it. Just make sure your name is it, whether you save it and then upload it that way or you add your name when you name it on YouTube. Doesn't matter. Just make sure your name is on it so I know how to grade. All right. Good luck. If you need help, don't hesitate to call me.